Hey everyone, welcome back to Wheel Reverend A, your ultimate pit stop for the latest two-wheeler reviews and deep dives. If you're someone who loves to feel the wind in your hair and the road stretching endlessly ahead, then today's video is just for you. We're taking a closer look at the all-new 2025 Bajaj Avenger 400A, a motorcycle that blends laid-back cruising comfort with the punchy, modern performance edge. Bajaj has been a household name for cruisers in India for years now, with the Avenger series carving its own niche among riders who crave relaxed long rides without breaking the bank. But with the 2025 Avenger 400, Bajaj is upping its game in the mid-capacity cruiser segment, promising more power, more tech, and a refreshed design language that stays true to the Avenger's easygoing DNA. So, what's new in this machine that's turning so many heads? Let's start with what's under the tank. The 2025 Avenger 400 is powered by a 373cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine, derived from the Dominar 400 but tuned specifically for smoother low-end torque and a relaxed cruising character. It produces around 40 horsepower at 8,000 rpm and 35 Nm of torque at 6,500 rpm, which makes highway overtakes and long rides a breeze. The 6-speed gearbox comes with a slipper clutch for smoother downshifts, which is a welcome addition, especially for new riders or anyone tackling busy city traffic. When it comes to performance, the Avenger 400 isn't about outright speed, it's about easy cruising. But don't be fooled, twist the throttle and you'll still get a satisfying surge of power that puts a smile on your face. Bajaj has worked on the fueling to ensure a more linear power delivery, and that shows up whether you're stuck in city traffic or rolling along an open highway. Next, let's talk about what really makes a cruiser rather ride in comfort. The Avenger 400 sticks to the laid-back ergonomics that made its predecessors so popular. You get wide, swept-back handlebars, a low-slung seat, and forward-set foot pegs that give you that classic laid-back riding posture. The seat height is an accessible 730 mm, so riders of all sizes can flat-foot comfortably at signals or when maneuvering at low speeds. Suspension duties are handled by telescopic front forks and twin rear shock absorbers with adjustable preload. While it's not a high-end USD fork setup like you'd see on a sport bike, it does the job well for our Indian roads, soaking up potholes and bumps without unsettling the rider. The 17-inch front and 15-inch rear alloy wheels come shod with wider tires for better road grip and stability, which really helps when cornering or taking on unexpected patches of rough road. Braking gets an upgrade too. You have a 320mm disc at the front and a 230mm disc at the rear, with dual-channel ABS as standard. This means more confident stopping power, even in sudden braking situations, an absolute must for Indian road conditions. Now, let's move to the part that catches the eye first: the design. At first glance, the Avenger 400 retains its classic cruiser silhouette: a long wheelbase, teardrop fuel tank, and a low, stretched stance that just invites you to hop on and ride into the sunset. But Bajaj has given it a modern twist this year. You'll notice the updated LED headlamp with integrated DRLs, giving the bike a more premium, aggressive front look. The tail lamp is now a sleeker LED unit too, adding a touch of modernity without losing the old-school cruiser charm. The instrument cluster is semi-digital, featuring an analog speedometer complemented by a digital display that shows gear position, fuel level, trip meters, and a clock. It's simple and easy to read, which suits the no-nonsense cruiser vibe. Another nice touch is the USB charging port, a small but very practical feature for riders who use navigation or want to charge on the go. In terms of color options, Bajaj is offering the Avenger 400 in 3 shades this year: midnight black, moonlight blue, and auburn copper. All 3 come with tasteful chrome accents and subtle graphics that keep things classy and timeless. The fit and finish have seen noticeable improvements too, with better switchgear quality and neater cable routing, which gives the bike a more premium feel than its predecessors. One of the Avenger 400's biggest strengths is how approachable it is. It's not an intimidating machine, either in weight or power delivery, tipping the scales at around 165 kilograms. Curb weight, It strikes a good balance, heavy enough to feel planted on highways but light enough for daily commutes and tight U-turns in city lanes. So, what does all this goodness cost? Bajaj has priced the 2025 Avenger 400 at an ex-showroom price of around a superscript 12.2 lakh. That puts it squarely in competition with rivals like the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 and the Honda CB350. But what gives the Avenger 400 an edge is the balance of cruiser styling, highway-friendly power, and everyday usability at its relatively accessible price point. If you're someone who's upgrading from a 150cc or 200cc commuter and looking for your first big bike that doesn't overwhelm you but still makes you feel special every time you ride, the Avenger 400 makes a lot of sense. It's built for riders who want a classic cruiser experience but with a modern engine, decent features, and that unbeatable laid-back vibe. And let's not forget the Bajaj service network, which is still one of the strongest in the country, another point in favor of hassle-free ownership. To sum it up, the 2025 Bajaj Avenger 400 is a thoughtful upgrade that keeps the spirit of the Avenger alive while addressing the expectations of today's riders. It's not trying to be the fastest or the most high-tech cruiser out there. Instead, it sticks to what it does best, giving you a stress-free, comfortable, and stylish ride every single day. So, if you dream of weekend getaways on empty highways, evening rides through city streets, or just want a bike that makes you slow down and enjoy the journey, the new Avenger 400 deserves a spot on your short list. That's it for today's in-depth look at the 2025 Bajaj Avenger 400. What do you think? Does it live up to the legendary Avenger nameplate for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and tell us what you'd like to see next here on Wheel Rever. And